Hi everybody, hope you've gotten on to join me today. I just thought I would do a quick video today and jump on as my pre-order arrived yesterday, and it was a bit late in the day and I thought I'll do an unboxing tomorrow. So I've had to sit there with that box on the end of my table since about the middle of yesterday as we had family commitments last night. So hopefully you know, you'll enjoy seeing some of the pre-order goodies that I've gotten. It's one of the main perks of being a demonstrator is that we get access to the annual catalogue live. And yeah, so I'm just going to check and see if I'm on the right page for a start, or if I'm actually on my personal page. So let's just make sure. Oh yes, here I am. Okay. Let's just mute myself. Okay. I'm on the right page, thank goodness for that. Because I haven't gone live on my business page very often. So, as I was saying, part of the perks of being a demonstrator is that we get to actually order the product early. We get to see the catalogue early, and I've already got my physical copy of my catalogue in my hot little hands. So if you are on my mailing list, it should have been processed and it should be getting sent out to you next week. So it should be there in the next week or two, and you're able to order from the upcoming 2021 annual catalogue in June, on the 3rd of June, about 9 o'clock in the morning, I believe. So yes, we'll flip you around and we'll have a look at some new goodies, and I'll give you a couple of quick reminders as well. So bear with me while I do this. Okay, I'm not good at this, so this is me practicing, so we'll see how we go. Okay. Try and get you straight. Look, at least there's a box. I can see that there's a box there. Okay. There we go. You'll be able to see more as I... Hi, Joe. Good to see you. Okay, so as I said, I'm just going to tempt you a little bit and just remind you that our current annual catalogue is this one here. And we also have our current mini catalogue. So these will be finishing at the end of this month. So I think you can order till the 2nd of June, but I wouldn't leave it that long. Products are selling out, so make sure you head to my online store at wendyhodkinson.stampinup.net to actually be able to order from these catalogues before all the products are gone. Some things are already sold out, so don't wait. And as I said before, I had received my copy of my new catalogue. Here it is in all its gorgeousness. So this one is in my hot little hands. Now, unfortunately, I cannot show you the inside of the catalogue until it actually goes live on the 3rd of June. But that is our new catalogue. And for those on my mailing list, as I said, it should be sent out to you next week. If you don't know if you are on my mailing list and would like to receive one and don't already have a demonstrator of your own, please feel free to message me, and I will endeavour to get one out into the post to you as soon as possible. The other thing that we have got is our new beginner brochure. So this is a great little brochure for those that are wanting to just have a little bit of a, you know, see what Stampin' Up's about, really, without being overwhelmed by an entire catalogue. So these are available if anyone is interested in getting one of those as well. Okay. This box, it's been really hard for me because usually I'm straight into it as soon as it's here. Hubby was surprised it was still unopened last night, actually, when we got home, because usually it's sort of open within like 15 minutes of it hitting the doorstep. Oh yes, I have got it up the right way. That's always helpful. Okay, now I am going to just do a little bit of manoeuvring here. So we've got all our gorgeous packaging. So let's get rid of that. And as I said, catalogues. So for those that are interested in getting their own catalogue, I've got plenty of them here. Okay, so that's our catalogue box of catalogues. So firstly, let's go with the new in colours. So let's see if I can get that to let's see, just adjust those lights up a little bit so we can see. Anyway, so these are our new in colours. So this is our gorgeous Bumblebee. Now, I didn't bother with getting a mixed pack. I knew that I would use lots of it, so I just got one of each. So this is our Misty Moonlight. So it's a gorgeous blue colour. Not sure, but this one will definitely be my daughter's favourite because she loves her hot pink, and it's Magenta Madness. Then we're going into a more neutral type of shade, and we've got our Cinnamon Cider. Okay. Well, and last one is Just Jade. So those are our 5 new in colours. These will be available from the 3rd of June 2020 until the end of the catalogue in 2022. So they're available for 2 years. They're on-trend colours, and so they're just gorgeous. Okay, so I'll look forward to creating with those soon. I'm just going to make a little spot beside me to put all of this, and then we can do a quick recap later on. Now, I also like to get the in colour ribbons. So I've got ribbons in each of the in colours. These are, let me just read what it is. It is in colour ribbon for 2020, but it looks really cool. It's got a nice little chevron style pattern on it, so that should be lovely to go with all of those projects. I will, of course, be doing product shares that will involve new ribbon. So yeah, I did get a little bit carried away with my ribbon, I think, this time. It's not like me at all, really. I'm not really usually a big ribbon fan, but this is the faux suede trim in Early Espresso. Okay, and that is the Bumblebee gingham ribbon there. And I think I'm going to just do a little bit more manoeuvring so that we can see these. I'm just going to take them all out of the box, so you'll be able to see some gorgeous things there. But I'm just going to try and take everything out of the box first so that I can show you a little bit more of what they look like. We'll just get rid of that box. Okay, that gives us a little bit more room. Now, I'm sorry, this will probably reflect really badly, but this is our new brass foil sheets. So that's those. So they go with one of our new sweets. I believe it's the In Good Taste sweet, because I actually got all of that because I really liked that sweet. I liked the look of it, that it was a masculine sweet. So this is the In Good Taste Designer Series paper. So let's just open that one up. Open this one up so we can have a good look and see what it looks like, because their papers are always just gorgeous. Look at these for great masculine prints. Oh, beautiful. I think I'll get them out and we'll have a closer look. So you've got your gorgeous wood grain, and the other side of that, oh, lovely. This looks like a linen or material style pattern, and then you've got some gorgeous brickwork. Lovely wood grain. Oh, that's a nice one. Now just remember, I haven't seen any of these. I've seen a bit of a glimpse in the catalogue. That looks really cool. I love the texture in that. More wood grain. Can never have too much wood grain for me in masculine cards. Oh, and a lovely blue tile type one. This one's a little bit more muted, and it's a grey. Looks a bit like a grey concrete. And there's another smaller brickwork pattern. Okay. So some more wood and a more of a knit type pattern. Hopefully these are all going in shot because, of course, with the little bit of delay, it's hard to be able to tell. Okay, so this one, we've got a pink and a more chevron. This one looks like a bit more like a putting on gesso type plaster look. And that's the other side of that, so that's a nice wood grain type brick paneling. Someone looks like they've been having all sorts of fun with this one, with a little hint of blue underneath. Oh, and this one's got a nice hint of blue in the chevron style brickwork. A lighter wood grain. Oh, and a nice linen look. That's almost like a material. Loving these. These are going to be so useful. So there's a nice blue one and another lot of little blue clover type shapes. And last one. So there's a lot of paper in this pack. It's well worth the money. I believe it's 37. I haven't learnt all my prices yet, so just go with it. So hi Alison. No, you haven't missed anything, darling. I'm just showing the In Good Taste paper. So I've not long opened the box. I will recap as well because we've got in colours like the cardstock and some ribbons was the only other things that I've done. Let's try and sit that paper over there. Okay, so as I said, I haven't actually opened any of these because I literally opened the box in front of you. So this is the Tasteful Textile 3D embossing folder. So this one also goes with that In Good Taste suite. So it's got some gorgeous texture on that. That's going to make some lovely masculine cards. Looking forward to that one. Okay. Oh, I've got such a mess here. It's so not like me at all. But okay, Tasteful Labels. I think it went with this one as well. So let's have a look at this one. Okay, come on, open up. The hardest part's getting the plastic packaging off them. After that, they're pretty easy. Okay, so this is the Tasteful Labels dies. Oh, they'll be gorgeous. So some of them are just a normal straight edge die, and some of them are actually the stitched dies. So you can see there's all different shapes in that. That's going to be very useful as well. Let me just see if I can find. Now this is the stamp set that it goes with, is the Tasteful Touches. So loving this one. I'm not all about these textured ones as a rule, but what sold me was actually this flower. I really liked the flower, and it had some nice font and nice sentiments in it, which was something a little bit different. So these will actually go together, and you can purchase those as a bundle come the 3rd of June. So what else did we get? The In Good Taste elements. So there's some little leaves and little sprigs that will match in with the touches on this one, and also our folder. No, not that one. No, not that one. So I must not have gotten any of the other embellishments that went with that. So I've got all sorts of bits and pieces here. So just trying to find them so that I can try and show you them as they go together, because some of them are actually okay, that one's not, that one's part of a bundle. What's that? I'm just doing a bit of sorting over here on off camera, sorry. Just so that I can put a couple of the things together that go together. Now, I cannot remember whether these gold hoops actually, so the gold hoop embellishments, I just thought they were something a little bit different. So they're just literally a round gold hoop. And I am no good at putting metallic thread behind things and behind sentiments on a card. So I thought I'd get some of these and actually just try that out and see if I can't put one of them behind a sentiment on a card. So that's why I got those ones. The Old World Paper 3D embossing folder. Now this one is out of the Good World, something to do with the world. Can't remember all of them off the top of my head, but it was a travel one. And I wasn't overly enthused on the entire travel suite, but I quite liked the look of this Old World paper because I thought it will be really good for masculine cards as well. Because a lot of us struggle with getting things for masculine cards, so I always try to make sure that I get some things for that. So let's see if I can get it open so you can see a better look. So that's all texture on that. So basically your paper will look as if it's old and textured straight off the bat coming out of the embossing folder. So that's that one. A quick duck back to our in colours. So I did get the in colour enamel dots. They're actually not a bad size. I was actually expecting them to be a little bit larger, but I think that's a much more usable size for a lot of us. Let's see, I'll open them up so that we can see them, just so that you can see the colours a little bit better. So there you go. You've got your Bumblebee, your Cinnamon Cider, Misty Moonlight, Just Jade, and Magenta Madness. Just practicing so that I know all my names for everything. Lost my scissors. I've buried them under everything. So this is the in colour 6x6 paper pack. So always handy to have some in colour paper. And of course they've done new designs this year as well. So let's just see what that looks like. So you've got all your different colours. Okay. So it looks like there is a large dotty pattern. Oh, that's a fantastic texture on the back. And then this one is just some script. It looks like it's in a lot of different languages, and I can make out to love what we do and share what we love. Isn't that just perfect for us? And a gorgeous wood grain on the back. So that's what the patterns are for this year for our 20 to 22 in colour paper. So again, you've got Just Jade, Bumblebee, Magenta Madness, Cinnamon Cider, and Misty Moonlight. So those are the in colours again. So we didn't have ink pads this year, so I'm just sort of going through with what we've actually got. Hi Tamara, glad you could join as well. Sorry if I've missed anyone. It's a little bit hard to actually see comments from this angle. So this is the Forever Greenery trim. Now Tamara, I thought of you when I saw this in the catalogue because I know how much you love green. And unfortunately this is all I got of that suite because you know how much I don't love green. So there's a gorgeous gold thread and a nice natural thick ribbon. So they will be really helpful. And the other thing that I got was these new size embossing folders. So these will go with our upcoming Stampin' Cut and Emboss machines. So we will be getting a large and a mini machine. They will not be available until later on in the year, so they won't be available at the release of the catalogue on the 3rd of June, but they will be available later on in the year, and I'll be able to let you know when they become available. But they have these new greenery embossing folders. So they're a nice small folder, which I think we'll be able to put a panel of that on our card and put a little bit on either side so that you'll be able to use those. So this has got a lovely little leaf design. Hopefully that's showing up okay. And then this one is the larger leaves. Okay, so it's got the larger leaves on there. Okay, so there's the 2 different sizes. Comes in a pack, $14 for the 2, which I think is pretty darn good value. And again, goes with that gorgeous natural looking trim. Okay, the other one that I got was Flowers for Every Season. Now I got this one. It's a 6x6 paper pack again. I didn't actually get any, or I got one of the 12x12 paper packs. But I got this one mainly because it has all the in colours in it. So it's got some lovely florals, but it's also got some, oh, they're really nice. It's got some very nice different patterns for every season. So these ones are designed that you could even use them for Christmas, these green and red ones at the back. So they're gorgeous. Okay. So hopefully you can see some of those designs. Always hard to do. Okay, let's have a closer look. Okay, so we've got, but I believe it's a 48 pack and we've got 4 sheets of each different design. So you've got these 2. This is our Christmassy one here. And then that's the other side of that one. Okay. I'm really liking this one because I love my blues as well. And then you've got a gorgeous greenery one on that side. Those 2 would look great together. Okay, so we've got some nice bright floral. Let me just make sure I've only got that many because I always end up getting too many from each group. Okay. So hopefully everyone can still see me okay. And then this one's got a nice green spot on the other side. You've got this lovely floral one. That's really nice and bright for spring. And then you've got the nice yellow and green on the other side. I do like my stripes. I will admit that. And then a nice yellow floral on the other side. That looks so like me, even though it's pink, because I love my bright colours. Okay, so then I've got the gorgeous pink roses and then a lovely green on the back. Don't mind that one. Okay, some more florals. There's lots of florals. The catalogue is full of flowers. And whilst I'm not a huge floral lover, I am enjoying some of these. Now, see, that is gorgeous. That nice yellow rose. Liking that. And this pink rose is quite nice as well. Let's try the other side of that one. And that's just a nice yellow, pretty neutral pattern that you could use for a lot of things. Sunflowers. As part of this, pardon me, as part of this suite, there is a stamp set that has sunflowers in it. So, sorry, just getting a mouthful of drink to keep going. Oh, and there's some, look at that. That's just gorgeous together. We've got some nice daisies. And then a nice neutral in the cinnamon. Oh, looks like this is the last one. Nice blue spotty one and some more sunflowers on the back. So that is the Flowers for Every Season 6x6 Designer Series paper. And that one actually has got all the in colours in it. So that way I've got some Designer Series paper, some cardstock, and some embellishments that will go with the new in colours, as demonstrators can't get access to the in colour ink pads, markers or blends until the catalogue goes live. So let's just see how we go, and we'll see what we can create with the products we've been able to get access to. Hi Melissa, great to see you. Okay, so this one here is the Flowers for Every Season. So this is a trio pack of ribbon. So you've got a white, you've got a jade gingham, and you've got a misty moonlight and white baker's twine, it looks like. So there's those 3 there that go with our floral pack. Okay. Gosh, I'm going to have so much to clean up on that side. It's hilarious. Because all of you that know me know that I am not one that just dumps everything. Everything has to be put away in its place. So we'll see how I'm going. Hi, Alison. How you going? So I decided I would get this Birds and Branches die, Stampin' Die bundle. I've just taken to some birds lately. So that's the Birds and Branches. Let's just undo this. As I said, I literally undid the box at the beginning of this video. So nothing is out of its packaging to make it any easier for you to look at, unfortunately. So, and now that I've had my nails all fall off, everything's a little bit harder to get out. So I have got one nail that works. So this is the Birds and More dies. Oh, look at that. Isn't that just gorgeous? So you've got the little birds. They look like ones that will emboss. And then you've got the bird die cuts, and you've got their little feet that are, you know, you can die cut their little feet out because there's a few different options for stamping their feet. You've got a nest and some eggs, a lovely trim, a lovely flourish of leaves. Yeah, a few other different things to cut out your gorgeous Birds and Branches stamp set. So that's a little bit out of the box for me. It's not something I would normally buy, but this one just took my fancy, and so I was very restrained for me in my order in that I only got products that I already had on my wish list. So I didn't actually go and get tempted by getting anything else that I didn't have on my list. Also, not usually me. So I loved this lovely U bundle. So this is a punch bundle. So let's just see how we go. So I loved the idea of this punch because it actually is like our triple banner punch in that it has the 3 sizes. So it has, I think it's a 1/2 inch, a 3/4 inch, and a 1 inch on each side. And as you can see, you've got the 2 different toppings that you can actually put on the, there you go, that might be better. So you've got the 2 different decorative tops that you can put on one end or both ends of your piece of cardstock or whatever you're using. So you can create a sentiment with these on either end, or you can use it for any sort of other thing. Hi Ashley, how you going? Good to see you joining me. So this punch and the stamp set actually go together, and I really liked the sentiments, and I really liked the font in this one. So love is what makes us family. Miles apart but still in my heart. How appropriate is that for the moment? Cherished friend. Trust me, you're lovely, and I think more of us need to be told that because we forget. Smile, let's cheer up. Heartfelt is always a good sentiment. Wildly grateful, you're my person. Just because. In this time, I think we really need to be sending lots of cards just because. And always. And then some gorgeous floral sentiments that you can actually use with this. I have a feeling we might be focusing on this one in my online launch that's going to be held. I'm going to do 2, one on the 13th, one on the 14th of June at 2 o'clock. So check back for more info about that. Some more stamp sets. Now these are the ones that I got that I didn't get. If they were part of a bundle, I didn't actually get the second part of it. So the Comfort and Hope stamp set. I know this one wasn't actually on the pre-order for the majority of demonstrators, but it's actually one that for those of us that completed a challenge at the end of last year, beginning of this year, to do with sales for the Peaceful Poppies, or Painted Poppies stamp set, I should say. This was our reward, was if we met the challenge, we got this stamp set for free. And those of us that actually completed the challenge were able to add this to our pre-order. So this is the Comfort and Hope stamp set. Helpful to let you know for the demos that may be going along to our On Stage on Tour event, that is the stamp set they'll be using for their make and take. So don't forget to add that to your order on the 3rd of June if you haven't already got it as a challenge set. And this one, well, really do I need to say more? I've got 5 grandchildren, and I've got a niece and a nephew as well, and we just celebrated my niece's birthday last night, and I gave her one of the Kerchief celebration card kits. So she, of course, is looking forward to doing some crafting with Auntie Wendy to show her how to put it together. So I have a feeling that's what we'll be doing this afternoon, because they're coming around to do a bit of schoolwork with us. But this one, so a grandkid, so it can be a grandchild or just, you know, a child that is important to you. So there is no amount of money could ever show you how much I love you. Best grandkid ever. Congratulations. But here's some anyway. So smart, so fun, so sweet, and so wonderful. To an amazing grandson, you are so loved. We must be related. Happy birthday. Isn't that a fantastic chunky font for a boy? To an extraordinary granddaughter, and so proud of you. I think that they're really good sentiments. I think that, you know, this one here was my main one. No amount of money could ever show how much I love you, but here's some anyway. So I don't know that that's necessarily just a grandchild. You could certainly use some of these sentiments. You know, the loved, related could be for any family member. So proud of you could be anyone not necessarily related to you. So I think it's a good overall stamp set, even though it is targeted at grandchildren. Hi Roz, good to see you too. And the many mates, I always have to try and get a new sentiment stamp set, because obviously a lot of things are floral and images when we get these new catalogues. So I do try to get at least 1, if not 2, new sentiment stamp sets, so that I've got something to be able to do some sentiments with. So you've got just thinking of you, it's your day, congrats, get well soon, happy birthday, celebrate, happy anniversary, you're just so fabulous, and thanks. So they're lovely large sentiments. And then you've got these other ones that you could use for inside or as an addition to that sentiment. So happy for you, and also slightly jealous. I'm thinking there's probably a few demonstrators on here that are slightly jealous of this pre-order just at the moment. You're so nice. I'm glad you were born. Today is all about you. Better yet, this calls for a huge celebration because you make me smile. Well, that's most of you. On your retirement, life is better with you, and you totally earned it. So some gorgeous sentiments there. So that's pretty much my box. I'm just going to do a bit of a quick recap for those that have come in late so that you can see the product. So again, there was the brass foil. I don't want to put too much there because it is very, very reflective. And as I said, I have got such a mess over here. Let's just see what I can come up with. So this one is the In Good Taste paper. So it's a gorgeous masculine set of 12 by 12. So let's just move that over there. We've got the In Colour cardstock. So there's those 5 colours of In Colour cardstock. I've got the In Colour 6x6 designer series paper in the patterns. Okay. That's the other side of those, so you can see what they would all look like. So that's the designer series paper. You've got the Flowers for Every Season designer series paper as well. So there's lots of gorgeous patterns in the in colours and florals, and some neutral designs as well. So there's that one. The In Colour ribbon. Okay. Stay. Let's see if it listens to me. The In Colour embellishments, so the little enamel dots. So as I said, because we couldn't get the ink pads and other things, that's why I've gotten so many of the other embellishments. So then there's quite a few ribbons from different suites as well. So there's those. Let's just see if that'll sit there. We've got the gold hoop embellishments and the In Good Taste elements. So there's those. Let's move some of these papers and plastic everywhere. So I've got quite a few stamps and bundles. We've got the birds and branches. I've got the lovely U. Didn't work that very well, did I? The lovely U with the punch. I've also got the tasteful labels and the tasteful touches. That was another one. Okay, let's just sit you there for a minute. Okay. I've got the Many Mates, the Comfort and Hope, and the Grand Kid stamp sets. Let's just tip you up a little bit that way. The Old World paper. And the Tasteful Texture 3D embossing folder, as well as the greenery folders. So some nice embossing folders there, just to round off my stash of goodies from my pre-order. So if I move that light, you might be able to actually see some of those, hopefully. Let's see how we go. Hopefully you'll be able to see most of those. So that is my pre-order. Hopefully I will be back soon with some new samples and classes and everything else. At the moment I have got a technique class coming out for my regular girls next week. We're doing the whitewashing technique, and also we're doing the following week after that, I'm doing my best dressed class by mail. So those are the current classes. As always, check my events on my page and it will let you know what is there and more information. And hopefully I will be able to come to you with some new samples and a lot more info regarding our lovely new catalogue, which will be released on the 3rd of June. So keep your eyes peeled. Hopefully I'll be doing a online workshop party, virtual party, whatever you want to call it. I'll be doing that the weekend. I think it's the 12th and 13th or the 13th and 14th. Let me just quickly double check that. Of June. Of course, the nails don't want to work today. So yes, the 13th and 14th of June, I'll be doing that at 2 o'clock. So join me back here on my business page for that. And hopefully I will catch up with you all again soon. Thanks so much for joining me, everybody. I do hope you enjoyed checking out some of the new products. And for those that are demonstrators in their own right, I do hope your catalogue and your pre-order gets to you soon. Thanks so much and have a great day.